Hey everybody, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume this Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup Beginner Caster Guide for 2020 with our amazing, still living Ogre Venom Mage. Alright, so let's duck down into Spider's Nest 2. See what we see. Alright, there's a red back. So I'm just going to give him poison and just wait, and then stone arrow, and he's gone. Here comes some guys. I'm just going to start radiating poison. This will take care of them pretty nicely. Cast stone arrow there. We are now level 17. Stone arrow, beautiful. Alright, here's a Moth of Wrath. Now, Moth of Wrath, if you're not familiar with this enemy, is not hard by itself, but it can berserk you or other enemies, and that can be quite problematic. Especially berserked enemies fighting you, it makes enemies way harder. So you need to be careful about these things. Take them out quickly, and you can see that it actually just berserked us. So unfortunately for us, this means we can no longer cast spells. And when you're berserk, you just need to take care of the situation you're in, if possible, which is just against that Moth of Wrath, and then run away. So what I did was I just hit him with my staff. Now, being really strong and having a staff and already having poisoned that guy, it wasn't too big of a threat. But that is something that can be scary. And so you need to be mindful of those guys. Now, here's something else that's scary. I just fell into a shaft and dropped one floor. So now we're on Spider's Nest 3, and I don't want to be here. So I only have 2 scrolls of magic mapping, but I'm going to read one so I don't die. And here I am, and you can see that the staircase is down here. Now, I probably will not die, but at the same time, I don't want to be in a spot. All right, let me just Radiance and then Ignite Poison to kill most of these guys. I don't want to be in a spot where I'm in dire straits here. I want this to be as smooth sailing as possible. So I read the mapping scroll so that I can find the quickest way out. We should be okay, but I don't like surprises in this game. Oh boy, like that. I was just like casually trying to auto-explore, and it wanted to take me the other way. And sometimes you just have to steer the ship yourself and say, dear God, auto-explorer, I want to go back up the steps, not doing what you're doing. All right, so now I am back up the steps, but you can see I'm surrounded by enemies as I come up the stairs. Now, these are not difficult enemies, so I'll just go ahead and do Toxic Radiance, and I've been confused. And that's fine. We'll just kind of swing my staff around until I'm not confused anymore. And they'll all die eventually of poison. Alright, so let me... Jumping spiders. Let me just radiate poison and blast them with stone arrow. I'm going to go around here and rest, and now we're back up. Luckily for us, the spider's nest on most enemies is okay. We took it after, you know, that we did the lair all the way, and we did the swamp all the way, plus the Orcish Mines, so we're really, really strong. And poison magic is very good here. I just tried to stupidly cast poison on that guy, and that was a mistake. Alright, remember with electric eels, what you want to do is Wand of Flame them, because you get to go at max range just like them, and you do bonus damage as they're in the water. It's a great way to just take them down. Now I am going to Toxic Radiance. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to step back. I'm stepping away so that this Moth of Wrath doesn't do anything too annoying. It did try to make that spider berserk, and you saw that, the wolf spider, but I was able to just kill it with stone arrow before it became a problem. And I'm just going to rest right here. Here's this wolf spider. I'm just going to give him poison vapors and give him stone arrow until he's dead. I'm going to rest up, and we're fine. Alright, jumping spider. I'll let him move on. Give him some Stone Arrow. Really, I should just use Poison on Jumping Spider because they're hard to hit. These guys have been hit by Toxic Radiance, but there's a Electric Eel on the screen, so I'm going to blast him with the Wand of Flame. He's still alive. Let me give him one more. He's dead, and then let me just Toxic Radiance again and Ignite Poison, and we're done. Redback, I'm just going to give him Vapors. Let him get a little bit closer, and now there's 3 spiders on the screen, so it's a good time to Toxic Radiance. And I'm just going to hit this guy with my staff, Stone Arrow, and Stone Arrow when this guy gets into range, and it's over. Stone Arrow on most things here, unless there's more than one enemy, and then it's time to Toxic Radiance, providing they can get hit by poison. I'm feeling hungry. Oh, okay. Entropy Weaver. Alright, so for this case, we need to just Toxic Radiance right away. Luckily, the Entropy Weaver, everybody's been hit by 2, so I'm just going to Ignite Poison and then Toxic Radiance again and Ignite Poison one more time. And that kills everybody. I'm going to eat a ration. And just keep trucking. We're doing really, really well. Here's an Orb Spider. So let's give him Poison and then another Poison and then Stone Arrow, and he's gone before he even decided to try to weave an orb at us. Let's see. So this Jumping Spider we need to take out. Alright, sorry about that. Had a little hiccup with my feed. Alright, anyway, Jumping Spider still here. Let's just blast him. He's gone. Okay, and let me just do Toxic Radiance. And I'm going to move away. I'm going to cast Radiance again. And I'm just going to Ignite. That'll kill him. The guy had 3 dots on him, so good enough for me. Boom. That's Spider's Nest 2. So now let's go back down to 3, where we fell before. But we get to take it on our terms. Instead of being lost, we're right by a staircase. So I can just do things like fight this demonic crawler, and if it goes badly, bail. I'm just going to give this guy Wand of Flame. Oh, okay. So the snail's coming on. He slowed us down. I'm just going to kill him with Stone Arrow. The Torpor Snail by himself, he's not really that hard. He just slows you, which can be annoying. So, oh, we've been webbed and we're held. You want to be mindful of that. When you do get held, generally you want to try to get out as fast as you can, because if you need to run, you don't want to have to spend turns fighting against the web. And we're just going to kill this guy. Nice and easy. He did corrode us, but luckily the Entropy Weaver was the only dude on the screen there, so whatever. Oh, Vehement is offering us knowledge of Starburst. Interesting. We actually wouldn't be that bad at casting it. Let me just get some description on it. Releases penetrating bolts of fire from the caster in every direction. The range of each bolt is decreased by 1 for every creature it strikes. So it's a very good spell. Miscasting this spell will cause magic contamination and also deal up to 24 irresistible or fire damage. It's a bit loud and it would make me hungry. It's a cool spell, but I don't necessarily need it right now, and it's a little bit too out of my wheelhouse in terms of casting. But if you wanted to swerve to fire, you know, you could certainly do that at this point. I'm fine with the fact that we have Iron Shot and Earth Magic. But Starburst is a little bit different animal because it is like more AoE. Very hungry. Alright. Well, let's just take this dude down and then eat some food. Magic mapping, good. That reclaims the mapping that we lost. And we're just flying around, exploring every nook and cranny. Okay. And there's some deep water, but I doubt there's anything too important. Let's find a staircase down. Alright, let's blow these guys away with Stone Arrow. Vapors. Come on over. Take some Stone Arrows. Let's refill our magic points. I'm just going to wait till this guy gets over here. Toxic Radiance. Ding ding. Radiance again. And yeah, that should be it. Alright, more guys. That's fine. Let's just Toxic Radiance and let them come over. It's great to just stand here killing enemies fighting on the stairwell so we can leave if we need to. I'm going to Radiance these two and we'll just ignite them. Seems easy enough. Torpor Snail. Give him Vapors. Give him another dose of Vapors. And Stone Arrow. There's the Ghost Moth. So this is the reason why you want to be able to see invisible in the spider nest for this particular enemy. Now, he has 71 hit points, which is way more stout than you might expect a moth to be. He's resistant to poison, which is bad for us, and to cold. And when he hits you, he can drain strength, intelligence, or dexterity, and cause strong poisoning. He also has this draining gaze, and so let's get the description on it. Causes the target's magic to leak into the air as though they were hit by an anti-magic weapon and heals the caster for the amount of magic drained with no direct line of fire required. So, very scary for us as a caster, right? Alright, so I need to actually move up, and I'm going to just use big Iron Shot on him to try to take him down as fast as we can. Because we don't want to fight him at all. We want him to be dead instantly. He can take our magic, he can drain our stats, annoying stuff. Let's give this guy Vapors and boom. Alright. Wait for this guy to get close enough for Stone Arrow. Here's another Ghost Moth. Okay. So, he's too far away for me to hit with most things, unless I want to use like a Wand of Flame on him. Man, I miscast my spell, and then he stared at me and took my magic. So now, all of a sudden, I'm down to 3 MP on this guy. This is why this guy is very, very difficult for spellcasters. Now he's taken all of my magic, alright? So, what I'm going to do is kind of just go away from him, slowly working my way back to the steps. He keeps staring at us, taking our magic, which, alright, fine. And then it's time to figure out how we're going to kill this guy. I'm just going to give him a Wand of Acid. Alright, now we've hit him. And I'm just swinging my staff at him. And let's give him another blast of acid. And now he's almost dead. And now I'm just going to start giving him lightning. You can see he's drained our strength and our dexterity. And we've got him. Alright, now we need to immediately go up the stairs and rest. Now, when your stats get decreased like this, the only way to get them back, at least generally, is through experience. So you'll kill stuff and you'll get it back. So I'm just going to kill all these guys. Ignite Poison. Radiate. And eventually, we'll start getting our strength and dexterity back. But now you can see, if I couldn't see invisible, those ghost moths, I would not be able to even see them. And so they would be flying around taking my magic points, and I might not even notice it until it's too late. They would also be flying around and draining my stats. So they become nightmarish if you can't see them. Harder than they already are. Oops, let me get poison on this target. Let me radiate. And he's made his orb. I'm going to kill him. And hilariously, even though he was dead, the orb was still going, but it hit the demonic crawler, so it did a bunch of damage to the crawler for us. Alright, let's just... excuse me. And we'll blast this guy down. Easy peasy. Alright, let's give him a dose and take him down. Ding ding, gone. Alright, hello, how are you? You're dead. Alright, let's just go ahead and Toxic Radiance for a bit. All of these guys are dying. You'll notice that our dexterity is back all the way to 9, so we've healed that. Now it's just time for our strength, which we'll get soon. Here's another Ghost Moth. Alright, so remember, they can only do that to you in melee range, so if you can kill them quickly enough, which is what I was trying to do, you're in better shape. However, they can drain your magic points from range, which is what this guy is doing. And it's very annoying. I'm going to give him a Wand of Flame. Now that he's in range, I'm going to try to Iron Shot him a couple of times. There we go, finally. And we have no magic left, but he's almost dead. So I'm going to evoke my Lightning Rod and kill him. Easy enough. But we did get our strength back. So hopefully there's not too many of those Ghost Moths around, but they are a regular enough customer in the Spider's Nest, especially on the deeper levels, that's why you need See Invisible. Oh, okay. Let me just give this guy some attention and blow him up. Alright, let's just radiate some poison. We've been held in a net. I'm going to fight off, and let's see. We're radiating poison. I'm just going to keep walking back as we're radiating. You can see when the purple word toxic is below your character card in the upper right, you're still radiating poison. And now I'm just going to ignite, and we clean up the garbage. And let's... okay, we've got an Orb Spider, so let's give him a couple of clouds. I'm going to ignite to kill him, but his orb is still coming at us, all right? So this is a fun moment to see how devastating Orb of Destruction truly is. It's coming at us, and it's gaining momentum, and it's trailing this way. So what I can do is like attempt to step around this square and hope that it has to go past us and can't hit us. I'm going to walk over here, and you can see it says the Orb of Destruction hits a rock wall. So it did hit the wall trying to get to us. So we were able to use that pillar to intercept it. But be mindful of the fact that those do a lot of damage, that they are hard to dodge, especially once they get going really quickly. And they do not disappear when the caster dies. However, with some clever maneuvering, you can get around them. Alright, here's another Orb Spider. Let's give him 1, 2. He's in a cloud with 2 ticks. Time to ignite and kill. Here's a Spark Wasp, which is not a fun enemy. It's susceptible to poison, however, and we do have resist electricity, so I use Toxic Radiance, and you see he immediately has 2 pips. Let's just poison him with vapors and then just ignite him, and he dies before the electricity game happens. This guy's coming at us. He's been killed by poison. Let's give this guy vapors. Let's start Toxic Radiance and ignite. Goodbye. And let's see, more spiders coming in. I'm just going to Radiance. And we'll just... okay, we're getting a bunch of Orb Spiders. I'm just give this guy poison. And our Toxic Radiance is doing work. And let me ignite to kill the close Orb Spider. And bring my Toxic Radiance back online. Alright. Perfect. all these spiders are kind of an indication to me that we are getting close to the rune vault. All right, let me just give this guy some juice, and he's dead. More orb spiders. The good thing is poisonous vapors hits these guys, and it hits them from very far away. So we can just kind of stand here and do damage. Now I need to get my magic back. The thing that you get worried about here as you get closer to the orb, I just stepped in a web, that's not good, would be Emperor Scorpions, and here comes one. Alright, so I will radiate and ignite and kill this guy. I need to step away. Now, I just want to show you, this orb made a 45-degree turn, and we barely stepped out of the way of it. So that's how dangerous those things are. Alright, here comes the Emperor Scorpion. So let's start giving him Iron Shot or trying to... Man, we're just missing... Oh my god, and there's Ghost Moth. Okay. This is really bad. So I'm going to move away, and I'm going to... Okay. How do I want to deal with this? I have a scroll of blinking. I'm going to read a scroll of fear, actually. A scroll of fear is a great thing against many enemy types, and it just makes them run away. And so they've become afraid, and now I can go down here and get my magic back and try to take out that Emperor Scorpion without the Ghost Moth or the Ghost Moth by itself. Now, the Ghost Moth is coming at us solo, and that's actually kind of nice. I'm going to wait for it, and I'm going to give it Iron Shot. We missed, but I'm going to start giving it Lightning. And now we can just give it a Wand of Acid and kill it. It did not drain our stats, it just took our MP. I'm going to go upstairs and eat a chunk of flesh. And then I'm going to just wait and get all my MP back and go down. And we'll find that Emperor Scorpion again soon enough. But we can fight him in a way that does not put us... Alright, I need to quaff a curing potion to get unconfused. And I'm just going to radiate poison and kill this dude. And then now it's just us and the Emperor Scorpion. Alright, I'm going to give him one Ice Blast. And then I'm going to give him a Phial of Floods. He'll move a little bit slower in the water. And I can give him actually Flame Wand while he's in the water. And let's just try Iron Shot. There we go. And now I'm going to try one more Iron Shot. 2 more Iron Shots, and then I'm just going to Stone Arrow him down. And we're going to walk away. Alright, well, there's a Tarantula, so let's just give it Vapors a couple of times, and then Ignite Poison, and we can eat him, actually. And restore our magic. Now, our skills. Armor is getting expensive, so I'm going to look at my casting and say... I'm really good at casting. I'm going to turn off armor. And I'm going to wear this shield. And I'm going to see my spells. And you can see how bad they are. So what I'm going to do is actually turn off armor, because our manual of armor is gone. And we're going to start training shields. And I'm going to take off the shield. But eventually I need to wear that to get some more survivability. There's some vapors for you. Okay. Orb Spider gets 1 vapors, 2 vapors, 3 vapors, and Ignite. To Redback, fine, dude. We'll just give him Stone Arrow. Wolf Spider is fine. Stone Arrow should do it. Alright. Blinking Scroll is tremendous. So happy to see that. Here's 3 spiders, so Toxic Radiance should start doing its work. I'm actually just going to use it again and then Ignite Poison. Demonic Crawler doesn't care about poison, so we just give him the business. Now, when you get to this point of Spider's Nest 4, this is indeed the deepest level of the Spider's Nest. You can always check that by pushing Control-O and looking at the dungeon information, and you can see that this branch, the Spider's Nest, has 4 levels. I'm on level 4. And these stone walls with this different pattern from the rock walls indicate that we're getting close to where the rune is. So there's going to be a surge of enemies in here of increasingly deadly difficulty, but not necessarily anything out of the ordinary of what we've seen. It's going to be Emperor Scorpions, Ghost Moths, and other spiders. There might be a named in here, but hopefully not. Alright, this Emperor Scorpion got himself stuck in the web, so let's use that to our advantage to just blast him with Iron Shot. And now I'm just going to use Stone Arrow until he dies, which was a little bit longer than I wanted. We are going to keep draining Intelligence, because remember, we get Strength all the time as an Ogre. Intelligence helps us wear heavier armor. Intelligence helps us with our spells, whereas Strength is also helping us with our heavier armor and our shield and our encumbrance rating. Actually, because our Strength went up, if let's just say I was going to wear this Kite Shield of Reflection, you can see that my Iron Shot is now down to 19% fail. Now, a lot of that has to do with that my shield skill has been increased, but also my Strength. So we're almost getting to the point where we can wear this reliably. Take this off for now. Alright. Blast, blast. We're just going to be very, very slow and methodical as we go through here, so that we don't, well, like in this case, get surrounded by enemies, but also that we don't run out of magic points. That's the main thing. Alright, so here comes a Ghost Moth, Wolf Spider, and Emperor Scorpion. So we need to step away immediately. Go up here, and I'm going to just try and get this Ghost Moth out of the picture as fast as I can. Alright, I'm going to cast Iron Shot on him once, and now I'm already out of MP. So it's time to... Oh, I'm going to step back. This spider should die. He did. Now it's just me and this Ghost Moth. I'm worried about my stats, yes, but really I'm more worried about the Emperor Scorpion. Alright, so let's see. How can we kill this dude? I could polymorph him, actually. I don't know what my chances are, though. I only have a 5% chance to defeat his magic resistance, so that's not a thing that we can do. Alright, let's just give him acid, see if it hits him. It does a little bit. And I'm going to try again. There we go. And let's give him some lightning and a little bit more lightning, and we got him. He luckily didn't drain our stats, and we can keep going. Alright, so now we see the rune itself and another Ghost Scorpion. Emperor Scorpion and Ghost Moth. There you go. Alright. I'm going to just try to cast Iron Shot on him as much as I can before he drains all of my MP. And we killed him. Now the Emperor Scorpion is here, which is a shame, but I'm actually just going to go to my potions. You see that I have 7 potions of haste. I'm just going to drink a potion of haste, and I'm going to use it to just run away from this guy. Mainly, all I'm really doing is getting my magic points back. And eventually this guy's going to catch up with me because the haste potion is going to wear off. But I only do that because I have so many potions. And I don't want to necessarily use a teleport scroll right now. Most probably, it would put me in a safe place. But I don't want to risk that with low MP. I'd rather just try to run away like this, and we're fine. So here he comes, by the way. And we'll just wait And he actually never found us. So there he is. So now we can just kind of pick on him from far away. I'll give him a Wand of Flame. Another Wand of Flame. And now he's in there, and we can just give him Iron Shot. And hopefully he's stuck in that web forever, and he was. Our shield skill is now 3, by the way. Just going to test my shield. We're down to 14% on Iron Shot, and then everything else is a no problem. You know, instead of drinking that Potion of Haste, by the way, I could have easily blinked away. So that's another option that you have. The only thing about it that's slightly risky is just that you don't know where you're going to blink. And the Haste Potion was just a guarantee. Alright, here's a Ghost Moth, and yet still more Emperor Scorpion. Let me give this guy as much as I can before all of our MP is gone, and now it's gone. So it's time to give him Acid, and I'm actually going to give Lightning this way. We got him. And now here comes the Emperor Scorpion again, and we're low on magic. Oh boy, here's another Emperor Scorpion. So now I am going to read a Scroll of Teleport, move over here, and wait, and we teleport up here. No problem. We got our magic back. Let's just go back in. I'm going to throw a javelin at this guy. And let's just start giving him Iron Shot. And we got him. Here comes the other one. Okay. Let's eat, and let's keep going. And we can just take this guy down with Iron Shot. Eventually he'll die. He did. And boom! That is the Gossamer Rune of Zot, aka the rune that's in the spider's nest. And we've done it. And if we look at our rune screen, oops. Try this. We have 2 runes. The Decaying Rune from the swamp and the Gossamer Rune from the spider's nest. And we're ready to move on to our next target. Now, our next target is going to be the vaults, but we haven't found it yet. So we need to go back to the dungeon and continue exploring before we go into the vaults. The vaults is another great place for us because most of the enemies are going to be susceptible to poison, and we can use that to our advantage to try to clear it out. Alright everybody, well, I just want to say I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative and educational and empowering your ability to use a caster in Dungeon Crawl here in 2020. I hope you have an excellent evening or day, and I'll check you in the next episode where we go after that 3rd rune. Take care, everybody.